Okay, I'm not dead, but my tracking is messing up. One sec. I should have tested this before. I'm gonna restart my phone real quick. But happy Valentine's Day, I guess. Where'd I go? Why do I keep vanishing? Wait, what the heck? Okay, I'm back. Oh, hi Miki, how's it going? Oh, hey Dave Kine, welcome to stream. Hey Hannah, wonder why LB forgot it's Valentine's? Well, one, I just came back from overseas. You know what? I'm gonna blame jet lag. You know, that's how it is. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully everyone's had a great Valentine's Day. Unless you're like me, happy Singles Day. I got no idea. How's it going? So, I was originally planning to start stream at like 7:30, but I realized that like I didn't have any slides together, so I spent all this time putting together slides. So you guys are in for a treat. I've got like an actual presentation for you guys to, you know, kind of go over how my trip went. Hope you had a great trip. It was fantastic. I had a blast. I wish I could have spent more time there, but also, I like sleeping in my own bed. It's so nice to come home and just sleep in your own bed. What's a girlfriend? Yeah, for real. You know, I just got dinner with my very real girlfriend, right? Yep, that's how that worked. Yep. Welcome back. Hope you're all good after the jet lag. Yeah, I'm pretty good now, but I think the first couple days was really rough. I was like, I think I mentioned this on Monday, but I was waking up at like 6 p.m. and I was going to bed at like 11 a.m. It was crazy. I could not fix it, so I just forced myself to stay up. You went to Korea, right? Yeah, I went to Taiwan and I went to Korea. Pringles Awareness Day. Hey Tess, how's it going? Oh, welcome Dai, and welcome Kyle. I spent a month in Asia and it felt so good coming home. Coming from Asia, US is much worse than going to Asia. Yeah, I don't know. It was just so much harder, and like I don't know. I had a tough time adjusting. I haven't had that hard of a time adjusting to my own time zone in quite some time. That's a lot of time. I created the slides on Canva, so I had to log in before I show you guys. But yeah, I've got some beer to celebrate single awareness day, right? It's sad day. Yeah. The only date I'm spending today is with Makoto. Oh my, speaking of which, I should probably be playing Persona 3. My friends have been trying to get me to play Persona 3 Reload because it's on Game Pass now. Or it's on Game Pass 4 now. Cause like Persona 3 Reload is like $70 on Steam. That's crazy. That's a ridiculous amount of money. Is it a full remake? I don't know. I don't know what it is. But it's expensive. So I'll definitely have to play it via Game Pass. Evening. Hey Prophet, how's it going? I joined you in drinks, but I had to go out for a bit. Oh, I see. And would need to drive. Oh yeah, don't drink. You gotta be safe out there. Gotta be safe. Okay, so how do I present this? Present. I have a lot of slides, so I do want to get right into it. Hey Mercenary, how's it going? Happy Valentine's Day or Wednesday. It's just another normal Wednesday. Nothing special. All right, here. This is my presentation for my recap of my vacation, guys. Welcome to the existential crisis vacation recap. Because Lord knows I really needed that break. I really needed to take this trip, like just to get away from everything. Do you have any tips on how to riz your Valentine? That's a great question. I'm not really known as the Rizzler. I'm gonna be honest. I usually just show up and people either really like me or they really don't like me. The last time I went on a Valentine's, I don't think the last Valentine's Day date I went on was in a previous relationship. We actually went to the last one I went to. We did what's that one place? It was a fondue place. And I'd never had fondue before because I'm lactose intolerant. And so it was brutal for me. The Melting Pot, that's what it was, or something like that. It was a really expensive restaurant. It was, and everything just went through my system because there was so much cheese. It was so bad. Tess says it's a full remake, partial remake, or expansion, depending on how you view things. Ah, I see. I've never played the original Persona 3, so to me, I'm going to assume it's going to feel like a remake. Can't order LB chocolate with the Uber strike going on. Wait, is there an Uber strike? I don't really use ride sharing regularly, so I guess I'm not contributing to the problem. Low risery. Being lactose intolerant kind of really sucks because I have to have emergency lactate like in my bag at all times. Better to play all the older games on your backlog first. Yeah, I'm not starting it anytime soon. I also don't know if I would stream Persona 3. It seems like a lot of talking. Uber, DoorDash, Lyft is doing a strike today for fairer pay. Oh, okay. Well, hopefully they get more pay. I don't know. It doesn't really affect me, but people deserve to have a living wage. All right. Anyways, the existential crisis vacation recap. So, if you guys don't know, I spent the last 2.5 weeks going abroad to Asia. I went to Taipei for 1 week, and then I went to Korea for a week. I have way more pictures of stuff in Taipei because I think it was just more tourist friendly. Korea, I don't have as much stuff to present to you guys today because one, I was sick in Korea, so I had like 2 days where I couldn't do anything. And then two, like it was just so hard to navigate. I don't know. Korea is cool, especially if like you're into K-pop and stuff. But I don't know if it's like super tourist friendly. Like they're brutal over there. I order my monthly Costco order with DoorDash. Oh, really? Those are more profitable than driving some. That's true. Can't confirm going to Korea from Japan. I didn't like it as much. Yeah, I honestly the thing that like I kept thinking about while I was in Korea was like there's not that much stuff to do here. Sick on vacation sucks. Yeah, no, it was awful. I got sick on the airplane between Taipei and Korea. The guy I was sitting next to was just coughing constantly, and I'm pretty sure I picked up something from him. Did you download Naver Maps? Yes. Yeah, you definitely need Naver Maps. Google Maps suck in Korea. Google Maps was amazing in Taipei. Yeah, I have a friend who is a Korean citizen, so he helped me out when he was free. But he was working, so he wasn't free all the time. So that also skews my perception of the trip a little bit. All right, but the first place I went to, this is Taipei. It looks pretty sick. If you see in the background that super tall tower, that's Taipei 101. Okay, I went ahead and I put like my VTuber on all my pictures. I hope they show up here. Otherwise, I'm just gonna be doxing myself. Hold on. Can I hide my screen real quick? I'm gonna double check real quick. I don't want. It's gonna be so bad. Hold on. All right, we're hiding this screen. I'm gonna check. I'm gonna click onto the next slide and make sure my face is blocked. Perfect. Okay. All right. We're good. I'm gonna turn back on the presentation. All right. Here we go. Google doesn't allow to have Korea good maps. That makes sense. Please don't dox yourself again. I dox myself as easily as I breathe, unfortunately. All right, so I got really lucky. On the 13-hour flight from the US to Taipei, I had an empty seat next to me. It was sick. This is a photo of me with the empty seat. I'm just blocking my face out. But it was great. I got to put like all my stuff there. My laptop was there. I was watching so much anime on the flight. So before I left, I downloaded the entirety of Licorice Recoil, so I could watch. So I finished Licorice Recoil on the way to Asia, and on the way back from Asia, I watched all of Reincarnated as a Slime. Licorice Recoil was really good, but honestly, I don't think I feel like it's overrated. People were hyping it like crazy. I thought it was okay. It was like fun. Do the 12-hour flights offer free drinks? Yeah, they gave. On the flights, they gave out, I think 3 drinks. They went around giving out drinks 3 times. you get 1 snack, and you get 2 snacks and you get 2 meals. So it's 3 drinks, 2 snacks, 2 meals on this flight. The Yuri, it is a good show. I mean, it's fun. I thought it was really funny when I started, because like the opening episode is so unhinged, absolutely. Reincarnate as a slime, I've heard of that. I really like it, but it's also like, I understand it's a very generic like isekai. I don't know. I just thought it was a really, really fun power fantasy. The main characters are just ridiculously OP, and I really like shows that like do progression well. So like he starts out, he finds, or he's like a leader of a village, and then it becomes like a town, and then a city, and then it becomes a nation. Things like that. I thought that was fun. There's a little bit of politics involved, and I thought that was a nice change of pace. But character designs are really cool. Yeah, I would recommend Reincarnated as a Slime if you just want something that's simple and fun that you can turn your brain off to. But yeah, that was my flight out. I was watching Licorice Recoil. So this is like one of the whatchamacallit. This is one of the meals they gave out. It's like, I think this was butter chicken, which is essentially chicken tikka masala. I like the parodies of that time I was reincarnated as a VTuber fan. Is that a real thing? Hi Muse! Oh my goodness, hey! Muse, you just arrived. This is my vacation recap for my existential crisis vacation. But welcome back. Put those grippers away. Okay, I recorded this because I thought this was so funny. Some kid was sitting in front of me. And they just kept putting their feet on the airplane window. And I was like, what is going on? So this is a video of it. Look at them. They're just having a blast. Like, I don't know. It was just so strange. Like, what? This kid has no concept of like sanitation. Okay, I'm not recording people's feet like normally. It's only because it was so ridiculous. I was just chilling there. You can see on my right here. This is my laptop. I was watching Licorice Recoil, and I see this kid bust out his grippers right in front of me and just start going ham on the window. Like, what? Like, who let this kid cook, you know? Honestly, the kid was probably very bored. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. The kid probably had nothing better to do. I think I saw that as a table name at AX. Oh, Reincarnate as a VTuber fan? That sounds fun. That should be a real show. Someone should make it. I was only recording because it was ridiculous. I mean, I don't normally record people's feet, okay? Trust me on that one. All right, so this is when I arrived in Taipei. I was in Taipei with my brother, and then in Korea I was solo. But in Taipei, they had these really cool like transit cards. I wanted the Spy Family one, but my brother wanted it more, so I picked up this one, which is the I don't know what is the Waves one. I don't know what's it's famous. I'm just gonna call it the Waves portrait. And then I took a photo of this because I thought this was really cool. I had never seen this before, but instead of an escalator, it's just a conveyor belt that goes down. You know, like big brain idea, right? The Great Wave, yeah, the Great Wave. Yeah, I've never seen like a conveyor, like I've been on moving sidewalks before, but they've never like gone up and down levels. So this is like me freaking out because I'm on a conveyor belt. Yeah, this is the first time I'd ever encountered one of these. So it was a pretty big spectacle for me. All right, next. Oh my god, the big phallic. Okay, we arrive in Taipei, and our Airbnb is near this place called Ximending, which is like a really big, like a really big, really busy shopping center, right? So like this is like tons of people. It's super lively. All these lights, and they're selling these Taiwanese #1 souvenir, which is a giant, or it's not a giant. I showed this off on stream on Monday, but they're 4-inch phallic shaped chocolates. LB demonetized? I really hope not. But yeah, as we were wandering around, we saw a Rusia bike. I'm like, okay, so when I buy a motorcycle, I guess I gotta get it wrapped just like this. Did I get one? I bought 4 phallic chocolates as gag gifts. Mind you, they're not for me. I didn't want any phallic chocolates. They're for gifts for people. LB's monetized. I'm not monetized, so joke's on you. I can't get demonetized. They're not for me. I didn't need 4 chocolates. Who would need something like that? You know. But it was super lively. It was a great, honestly, it was a great first impression. Cause like going to Taipei was not on my radar at all. I booked a flight spontaneously because there was like a really good deal on it. The phallic gag gift? Yeah, it's just, it's just a gag gift, It's funny. People think about Taiwan, I guess. Watch more LB so he gets partner. One day we'll get there. Wait, oh my goodness, wait, I did get, not the gag gift. Wait, hold on, wait. I need to like think through these things before I say them. Why is it Ruxia? She's been terminated for over a year now. I guess they really like Ruxia in Taipei. I don't know. There was a lot of Hololive stuff in Taiwan. I was kind of surprised because I didn't know anything about Taiwan going in, and I was so shocked to find so much anime merchandise. There's such a huge anime presence in Taiwan, and so like I'm pretty stoked to like try to go back. Like I definitely want to go back. It was a lot of fun. Yeah. So this is also around Ximending. This was like the first meal I bought when I was wandering the streets. You're gonna see more of this place later. I ate at this restaurant every morning. One, because I didn't know anything else that was open, and two, it was just dirt cheap. Like all this food was like $5. This is a video of like them whipping up some boba. I don't know. It looks like black beans, but this is all tapioca.
What number were you?
It was like 5 USD. And then, I mean, it's just really busy. So like, look at this. Look at all these scooters. Like, I feel like I could belong here because there are no scooters here in the States. I'm like the only person in like the nearest vicinity with a scooter. So I thought it was cool to see all these scooters gathering, flocking from one place to another. Taiwan has the largest collection of traditional Chinese artifacts that were saved during the evacuation of China during the Civil War. Wait, really? Huh, maybe I should have gone to some museums. 1 USD is 30? Yeah, no, it's crazy. The US dollar goes so far in Taipei. Like, I was able to get so much food for so cheap. All the good Chinese stuff in Taiwan, I didn't know that. And I was worried about like navigating stuff, but there's a lot of English signage. The main thing is that there aren't that many English speakers, but it's kind of okay because there's so much English, like written English everywhere. In Korea, it was the opposite. There was less English signage, like it was harder to navigate on my own, but if you asked somebody if they knew English, you were more likely to get someone who knew English. So I kind of prefer it in Taiwan because I have to, like, you have to ask for help from people way less, which is so nice. Yeah, I really like Taiwan. What else? All right, so yeah, wandering the streets. There's so much anime, like it's like stuff everywhere. So this is like me booping the nose of the cat bus on a wall. This is Rainbow Road. This was really cool, which is like I don't know what. I think it was like a road that was like that they painted the road like this when they legalized gay marriage. LB has 3 arms. I do. LB does not support human interaction. Talking to people? Yeah, talking to people is rough. And yeah, I thought this was really funny. It's like some of the English is just like off. Like, eat right is life. Like, that doesn't even mean anything. Like, yeah, I gotta block my face on all of these. I had to make sure I didn't dox myself. Oh, wait, it's actually kind of tricky because I was working on this PowerPoint like right up until the stream started. I don't know if I blocked myself from reflections. So if you see one, pretend like you didn't see me. All right. So this is what like Ximending is like during the day when there's less people. There's like, it's like you can get to see stuff and you can see how old the buildings are, but it's still lively during the day. This was like a huge promotional display. I think they're like in Taipei, they're promoting like a new like Maple Story game. I don't know what this is, but I took a picture of it because this huge setup was just for people to take pictures. Like what I noticed is that Taipei is really, really good for like photo opportunities. There's so many different areas where like they designate it so that you can take a photo. But yeah, we went to a store called like Sintren or whatever. We didn't really know what it was. And we walked in and straight up, we're like, what the heck is going on? Turns out there's a Jujutsu Kaisen pop-up store just existing in this mall like during that week. And we just happened to be there. So this is me on the right here, taking a picture with this blow up Itadori. And then they had a Haikyuu display. There's me in between Kageyama and Hinata. And then this is me with Gojo, the inflatable Gojo. And they had like those like little photo things. So I went ahead to the photo booth and I took photos. And I thought it was hilarious that like the text on here is "We are the strongest." Like what? Hi Coder, how's it going? Happy Valentine's Day, welcome back. Thank you, thank you. It's good to see you. Hopefully you're doing well. But yeah, the Haikyuu one was really cool. They had so much merch. And I think over here, I don't know what this is. Yeah, they had Gojo paint cans. I don't know. Oh, there's a Gojo pillow down there. There's so much Gojo merch, and there's like that little section of Oshinoko. But it was just so cool because like when I went to Taipei, I didn't expect to run into things that like I knew, right? I didn't know there was like anime stuff everywhere. I think that was the biggest thing. And so like this is me taking a photo with the Oshinoko booth. This is me with the solo leveling display. Like I haven't even seen solo leveling yet. Paint cans? Yeah, I don't know what the paint cans was about. I think it's like a reference to one of the Jujutsu Kaisen like endings. Cause like I think there's painting in one of them. And yeah, this is just more of like what was in there. They had Toji's like dagger or something or another. I don't know. It was just, there was so much anime merch in this pop-up store. It was kind of wild. Oh shoot, it auto-played. And then if you go upstairs, there's like a bunch of PC stores. So this one is like a Neon Genesis PC. Using your VTuber as a sensor is actually so fire. I didn't know how else to censor it on these slides. And then they had a huge vinyl store upstairs too. This was really cool. I would have picked up some stuff, but I wasn't sure it would survive the trip back home. And then over here, they had like Pokemon Beyblades. It was awesome. So this is me on the right, demolishing my brother's Beyblade because his didn't even start spinning. But it was just so cool. There was just so much stuff to explore. I always buy CDs every time I go to Japan. I would buy CDs if I was like into collecting them, but unfortunately I'm into vinyls and they're just so delicate. It's really hard to justify like trying to transport that home because it would have to be my carry-on and I have to like baby it essentially. And they had a bunch of gachapon here, and this one was really funny. They had like this deranged like buff bunny making mochi. I don't know, I thought it was hilarious. And this is me what's it called, outside of the, or this is like me with the Taipei 101 tower in the back. Gachapon, yeah, was it gachapon? One or the others. And then this is, I don't know what this is. I just thought it was cool. I took a picture inside of it. But Taipei 101 is really impressive. Apparently it used to be the tallest building in the world. It's not the tallest anymore. So sucks to be them, I guess. But it's a really impressive structure. There's like a mall attached to the bottom. So if we go over here, you can see me taking a picture of like this carousel thing that was outside of Taipei 101. And this is like the entrance into Taipei 101 Mall. And there's like a huge food court in there. Dang, I thought I went through this. So like all these videos aren't supposed to autoplay, but I guess they are. Some of them are. And this is one of the night markets. Taipei is insane for the amount of like food that you can get. There are like maybe 10 different night markets that you can go to every night. And it's just food upon food. The food culture in Taiwan is, I think, the best food culture I've ever seen. So like if I go over here, you can see like this is what it's like to walk through one of the night markets. It's just like super busy, left, like it's kind of claustrophobic in a sense. But if you look to your left and you look to your right, there's food and like merch everywhere. And what I was doing while I was in Taiwan is like every once in a while when I was eating something, I would like try to review it. So this is Southeast Asia in general is cracked food culture. Yeah, absolutely. I was kind of shocked. There was like every day I was trying something new. But yeah, this is, I think this is like sweet potato balls or something. Yeah, I had to block my face, but
Asian dessert? Kind of like sesame ball.
But if you like to eat, highly recommend going abroad to Asia. And these are some, I don't know what these were. I think these were like, these weren't soup dumplings, but these were dumplings that they were whipping up. I don't think I ate these. My brother ordered some though. Yeah, he said they were pretty good. And then, oh shoot, over here, I'm trying out some. We saw a booth that was like Michelin recommended, so we picked these up and they were really good. They were like peanut based like mochi desserts. And the guy wasn't able to really speak English, so he kept telling us to eat more and more. And like whenever we tried to eat any of our other food, he kept trying to tell us to eat his food. Did you go on the trip with your family? I only went to Taipei with my brother, and then I went to Korea on my own. Korea was quite challenging though. I feel like if I went to Taipei on my own, it would have been just as fun. And then this was like I think these are the dumplings that my brother got. I tried some of these. I don't think I like them that much. Who cares what Michelin recommends? Michigan?
Can I eat it?
Yeah, honestly, I feel like Michelin ratings or recommendations are kind of overrated. Because like, if you think about it, you're taking food recommendations from a tire company. And then I saw this, they were selling Niji Sanji merch in Taiwan. I didn't know there was such a huge like VTuber presence. And then this was me at the gym. I essentially, when I was in Taiwan, I'm like, hey, I need to figure out how to not lose all my gains. So I did a lot of research. Apparently a lot of gyms in Taiwan you can buy like a day pass for. And so this is the gym I went to like every other day when I was in Taiwan. It was called Fit Plant Gym, and it's super nice. Like outside, there's so many plants, so much greenery. Inside, there's like a wall of greenery. It was really cool. Kurosaji. I saw Zero Niji merch in Japan. Really? I also saw Niji Sanji in Korea, which I thought was so weird. Only for Luxium? Yeah. Yeah, I saw a lot of Luxium, and that was really about it. Yeah, but for a gym, like if I lived close to here, I would definitely sign up. Like I would give them all my money. How do they fit all the plants in that gym? I mean, they're called fit plants, so they must have put a lot of plants in there. The gen I followed the most was Obsidia. Oh, I see. Niji Sanji still has presence in South Korea? Do they have Korean livers? Are you aware of the Niji drama? Yeah, unfortunately. Looks like it's a sinking ship, which I was surprised there was so much presence just in general. Because when I was abroad, that's when Kyo announced that he was going to graduate. There used to be Niji KR, but it went under. Oh, I see. But yeah, this is just like a video of like all like the greenery and stuff inside the gym. I don't know, it's like super aesthetic. I was surprised. It was a really nice gym, and they have all these weights. You see that? They go up to like 150 pounds. They bought out a Korean VTuber agency to keep them around, but also their management with them. Oh, I see. Huh, I didn't know that Niji Sanji had like such a wide reach. Yeah, this is going back to Ximending in the middle of the night, so there wasn't anybody there, which is super cool. Like seeing the area busy and then seeing it super quiet was super nice. And then I did a little mini photo shoot by myself. It's just me with all the lights, and then we went for a late night food run, and we got these steam bun things. These steam bun things were so good. It's like bao buns, and inside there's like chicken and eggs, and it's like kind of like it's like grilled chicken that's marinated. It was super good. The only issue I had with this restaurant in particular, because we ate at this restaurant like every day, is that they pump out food so fast that almost every bite of your eggs has eggshells in it. So I mean, it's extra calcium, I guess, but also I kind of don't want eggshells all up in my food. You know, it is how it is. So Niji KR had the bad management from the agency they bought out. Oh, I see. So they didn't even fix it. That sucks. I'm not a chicken. I don't like eating shell. I mean, like, you don't really notice it because there's like so much extra stuff in the food, right? You're so focused on the flavor, but like if you really like take your time to like taste the texture. You don't taste texture, but like, you feel for the texture. You can definitely tell that there's eggshells in your egg. And then over here, this is my first ever time inside of like a private karaoke room, and I had a lot of drinks and I had a lot of fun. Let me see if I can mute my BGM for this one. But I was having a blast just doing karaoke for the first time.
It was a wicked wild wind. Blew down the doors to let me in. Shattered windows and the sound of drums. People couldn't.
I had a lot to drink, and I will tell you, I had so much fun in there. It was crazy. It was Coldplay. I was doing Coldplay. Unfortunately, the problem I had with the Taiwanese like karaoke booths is the English song selection was so small. There were like 30 English songs. It was so bad. I went to Korea to do karaoke, and they had so much American music. It was crazy. Like, the difference was night and day. LB cover? I don't know if I'm gonna cover Viva La Vida. But I do like my karaoke. I'm trying to remember. And then after that, I think we were on the train, and my brother saw someone with I think someone had a bag with like Weathering Waves, which is apparently a new upcoming gacha game that like he's really into, and so he was like searching around for where you could potentially get that bag, and we discovered that there's the Taipei game show was happening that weekend, and so next day we just bought tickets and we went to the Taipei game show. So this is like the venue where the Taipei game show was. It was really hard to navigate. There was like not very much English trying to get to the Taipei game show. But like, this is really funny. Over here on the right, this video is me walking into the Taipei game show, like venue, trying to take a look at everything that's going around, and my brother immediately freaking out and then just walking in front of the camera. Like, I don't know, like, it's really hard to describe. You just have to watch it to see.
Yo, it's strong.
he just zooms by. Like, he just ruined my video. I'm like, what am I gonna do? Like, he was just way too excited about whatever he saw. Because the first booth that you see when you walk in is an Arknights booth, and I don't really know anything about Arknights, but he plays Arknights. But he was just zooming. Like, is this so funny? He's like, yo, is that? I don't even know what he was talking about.
Yo, it's strong.
Like, he just completely, like, it just fades away. Like, he was zooming. He was really going for it. But yeah, the game show was really cool. I was surprised. There's like an area in the back where they had a bunch of like indie publishers where you could play through the games. Arknights is paid to win. Oh, that's a bummer. To be fair though, a lot of gacha games are paid to win. Honkai is also paid to win. But also Honkai you can beat without paying money. But yeah, so on the left here, this is me at one of like the indie booth displays. There's just a bunch of cool demos that you could play of like games that are up and coming. I don't think I didn't play anything that was like super notable, but we got a lot of cool stickers. And then the Nintendo booth was insane. This is the Nintendo booth. They had like freaking Demon Slayer, and they had Sonic there for some reason. I don't know. There was a lot of stuff. And then they had people dressed up as Mario and Luigi, so I took a picture with them. They shoved me in this pipe, and then I got to take a picture with them. And they were very, very clear, like, you are not allowed to touch Mario or Luigi. I'm like, okay, I got it. I didn't want to touch them anyways. Get their crusty hands off me. You were the most famous person at the show, and all you got was a few stickers. Hey, the stickers were cool, though. I don't know where to put them, but I'll hold on to them. Yeah, it was really cool. Like, I don't know. I think it was really wild that, like, we were just wandering Taipei without a plan, and we just stumble into something like this. Like, it feels like this Taipei as a city has so much going on that you are constantly stumbling into really cool things without having to put a lot of thought into it. Like, there's always something to do. And I thought that was really cool. You met Luigi? I mean, technically I met Luigi, but I kind of just breathed the same air as him. Like, we didn't really interact with each other. But yeah, there was a lot of cool booths. They had like this Final Fantasy VII booth that I took a picture in front of. They have like the TFT penguin. 0 out of 10 editing. You should have had your VTuber's legs in the pipe. I know. I didn't have enough time. I was really scrambling to put the slides or these slides together. Yeah, I didn't realize Riot Games had such a huge presence in Taipei. The Riot Games booth was absolutely packed. Trying to walk into the area was like signing your death warrant. Like people were shoulder to shoulder. Like there was lines everywhere just to like look at what was going on. Mario was one of the first VTubers you had a special experience meeting them. Oh really? I guess I should be honored, huh? Hold on, I gotta blow my nose. I'll mute real quick. And yeah, on the right here, they were having a demo for like the Jujutsu Kaisen game. I'm gonna be honest, it kind of sucked. I didn't really like it, and I think my opinion was justified because whatever Jujutsu Kaisen game was released, I think it like broke the world record for like most refunds or something. It was crazy. It was not a good game. Like it's definitely something they just shoved out the door. Oh, this is a lot of videos. What is this one? Oh yeah, I don't know what this was, but there were a lot of people gathering, and then like I don't even know what this booth is, but I don't know. I don't even know how to describe it. It seems like an idle game. I don't really know what it is. But there was just a huge crowd. People really like forming crowds here. They also really like sitting in lines for some reason. Cursed trash. Yeah, it was pretty bad. You're back? Yes, I am back. Looks like you had tremendous fun. Oh, it was so much fun abroad. Is that Musamini? Is that the Musame? Uma Musame? Is it the horse game? Is that what the horses look like? I didn't know that. Wait, isn't that like really big in Japan? And then I think that was the last part of like video from games. The game show is huge. Oh, I had no idea. Is there like an NA version? Here I went to, I think this is like I think it's like the Royal Palace or something. I don't know what it's called. It's like the memorial. But the area was super huge. Lots of cool buildings. These red buildings that you see, people were like doing yoga on the steps. I thought it was so interesting. I was like, huh. Like you're not gonna do yoga in the middle of the plaza, you're just gonna do it on the steps? I feel like that's kind of dangerous. There's an anime, and I assume the game has an English version as well. Huh. I heard something about the Yakuza taking down a lot of horse loots. Wait, what? No way. That's wild. But yeah, right next to like this memorial. Guess I'll have to catch a bot. Have a good stream. Thank you. Have a great rest of your evening. And hopefully you have fun while you're out. Right next to the memorial, there was like a nice little park. So this is like, I don't know, it was a park and there was a ton of old people. Like it looks like old people just like walking around. So like it's good for them, right? Getting some exercise, getting some fresh air, you know, extending your life or something. A lot of what now? Horse loots, apparently. Thanks, I'm literally taking my Apple Watch to get it fixed. Ah, I see, you got a date with the Apple person. Ah. You brought your Riz to the store and they bought it, huh? Anyways, what's next? I don't remember what's next. Oh, next, we went to the Elephant Mountain, which is apparently a trail that gives you a really good view of Taipei 101. So like this is a photo that we took from Elephant Mountain. So like Taipei 101 is right in the background here. And this is like what the beginning looks like. It's pretty steep. It was a pretty decent hike, honestly. And like this is what it looks like while you're going up the Elephant Mountain. It was super scenic, but I was like getting out of breath. Like the steps were super steep. I think over here you can hear me get out of breath. So like you can definitely hear me struggle on this one.
Help me, I'm dying.
But yeah, it's super pretty. It's just it's a brutal hike, I think. At least it was brutal for me. I assume that Uma Musume type thing, but I'm hesitant to give the benefit. Yeah, I would hope it's the game. The mental image of you going around in anime cosplay is funny. What, there are 100 other Taipeis? Oh yeah, 101 of them in total to be exact. It's Uma Musame stuff that was taken down. Ah, I see. That's kind of unfortunate. Like, I don't know why. Are they actually horses or is it just like a metaphor? Yeah, we went up Elephant Mountain and then we ate at this place called Din Tai Fung. I don't know anything about it, but apparently it's famous. And I thought it was okay. But hey, good food is good food. Do you have their hot pot? They have hot pot? I mostly ate their soup dumplings, as you can see here. They're based off real horses? Oh, I see. Well, I know they have Din Tai Fung in like the States, so I'll probably just like, whenever I'm on the West Coast or something, I'll probably try to find some. Their hot pot is famous. Oh, I had no idea. I really only tried their soup dumplings. But yeah, over here, we went to the top of Taipei 101. It cost us like $25, but they had a bakery up there. But like, why would you put a bakery at the top if it's gated by like $25? Like, not that many people are gonna be up there, right? And so like when you go around, there's a lot of like places to take pictures with. I took a picture with this polar bear. This is like at the top of Taipei 101. And over here, I was like, wait, they have Spy Family glasses? There's so much anime merch. I was just so, I don't know, like, I don't know what the word for it is. Like, I was so surprised. You know, like I was so excited to see this stuff because I didn't expect any of it to be here. And so I took a photo of that. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, oh my goodness. There was like a pop-up store. There's so many anime pop-up stores, but they had a Attack on Titan 10th anniversary pop-up shop, as you can see here. I took a photo with that. And this is what it looks like. It was super sick. All this Attack on Titan merch. And if you look at the cashier, they just have the Colossal Titan with his grippers out, trying to grab you. It was super cool. And then, I didn't know AOT is a decade old. Yeah, I know, right? Attack on Titan is 10 years old. That means I'm old. I don't want to think about that, you know? I was around when Attack on Titan started. But yeah, the exhibit was really cool. This is like another part of the exhibit where like they have all like the recap of the show. They have like, these cardboard cutouts and they're like floating and stuff. It was just a really cool display. It was honestly a sight to see. And stuff like that made me really, really happy. LB is over 10 confirmed. Yeah, I can confirm I'm over 10 years old. I'm older than Attack on Titan, unfortunately. Prehistoric anime fan. Alright. And so, let's see what else. Since the Airbnb was around Ximending, I was there a lot. And so they have a bunch of street performers there. Like every day. So this is one of the street performances. Let's see if I can cut the BGM here. And this guy's head was constantly getting in my way. It was kind of annoying. But yeah, super fun, super lively to be around. I think like just people watching in this area was super fun. Like I don't really get that here where I'm at. And then the next day we went to a place called Jufen. This place is said to have inspired Spirited Away. So like I really wanted to go there. So we went early in the morning and then we left and we came back at night, and at night it was packed. But in the morning there was like nobody there, so it was kind of nice to see. So this is just like a quick walk in the morning where like there's nobody there, all the shops are closed, but like the day is starting, and it was actually really, really foggy. So over here you can see how foggy it was. Like you can barely see in front of you, and you turn around and like this is like the whole area. But yeah, I feel like I can see the Spirited Away vibe. Yeah, I think this is like where Chihiro's like mom and dad like eat all that food and then they turn into pigs. Like the opening scene. And then, oh my goodness, I feel like I was a cat whisperer or something, because cats just kept coming to me at Jufen for like no reason. So like this is the first victim. Like the cat chose me, but I didn't want it to touch me because it was kind of crusty. But then the cat started like leading me somewhere, and so I just started following this cat. They're looking for food. Oh, I didn't have any food on him or on me. The cat distribution system. Yeah, this is another cat that just like started walking towards me. I'm like, where are these cats coming from? Like, they're everywhere. But yeah, we went to the it's called the Ame Tea House, which is also to have been one of the inspirations for Spirited Away. And this is like the front gate of the tea house. The cat was trying to spirit you away. Oh no. And then after this, after chilling at the tea house, we went to Shufen, which is a place where like it's famous for sky lanterns. So these are some people like sending off a sky lantern into the sky. It's cool in the moment, but like you quickly realize that there are sky lanterns like everywhere. Like when you look like out on the cliff, you see a bunch of sky lanterns that have crashed down, and like you can see clearly how much pollution that this was creating. So we didn't actually do any sky lanterns, but there were plenty of people like just sending sky lanterns and having them crash like less than 10 feet away. You gotta do it at night. Yeah, I think it's definitely more impressive at night because like you have the lights, right? But yeah, this was like a train track that I just decided to have a photo shoot on at Shufen, because this is where people were launching their sky lanterns. And then on the way back, we went from Jufen, which is one of the inspirations for Spirited Away, to Shufen, which is like known for sky lanterns. And then we were supposed to work our way back to Jufen. But in between, there's a place called like the Cat Village or something. And so we went there. And so I just got a bunch of pictures of cats. The Cat Village is famous because I think like the cats in this village vastly outnumber the number of people that live there. The village is really, really small, but also there's just an insane number of cats here. So this is like one of their mascots. Congratulations, slightly less pollution occurred that day. Yeah, I didn't contribute to the problem, thankfully. Yeah, there's just cats here. There's cats like sitting on radiators and stuff, just chilling. And then on the right here, this you can see, I don't know if I should hide myself. This is Jufen later in the evening. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. Hopefully you're enjoying the stream. But yeah, this is Jufen at night or closer in the evening. I don't know why this video makes it look like I'm stalking this couple, but I'm not. I'm just taking a video. I'm walking around. But yeah, the lights come on and it gets a little more lively. And it gets really, really packed. Like at some points it gets shoulder to shoulder. And it's actually a little frustrating because like you're stuck behind people constantly. And then over here, first feet now following it wasn't on purpose. But yeah, this is Jufen. This is me in front of the sign. And then the next day we went to a national park. And so the national park, our plan was like to go around and just explore, but the buses were full like every time they came around, so they wouldn't let us on. So we just ended up saying like, oh, screw it, we'll just walk. Turns out the walk was a hike up a mountaintop, and so I didn't realize it, but like I spent the next 2 hours because I missed the buses were full and we tried to walk to the destination. We ended up hiking this huge mountain path. And I'm pretty sure I hurt myself, like, cause like my hip still hurts from this hike. It was a super steep. It was super dangerous, but you know what? I made it to the top on accident. I'll take it. It's a pretty big accomplishment, I guess. I think it was called Mount Kishing or something. It was brutal. I found out for sure that I don't like hiking on this trip. It's a solid average length stone. Yeah. But yeah, it was I don't know, it was quite the feat. I got eaten alive by a bunch of bugs. I had so many bug bites. It was kind of annoying. But yeah, on the way back, like this is the destination where we wanted to go to. So this is like some sulfur deposits. And it's just super cool to see like it's just like smoking up through the ground. There's just like a bunch of holes where like sulfur comes out. So because it's sulfur, it stinks. It smells like rotten eggs. It smells like one big fart, this area, but it's cool to look at. So Be glad that you're seeing it and you're not smelling it. Was the view worth it? The view was pretty cool, but I don't know if it was worth injuring myself for. Because of this hike, it ruined my plans for Korea. Because in Korea, I wanted to take some dance classes to learn some K-pop dances, but I couldn't really walk, so I couldn't also take a dance class. So this kind of impacted my ability, or like the amount of fun I had in Korea, unfortunately. But it was a cool accomplishment. Like, I wouldn't do it again, but it's cool to know that I did it. I don't know, I'm just like not that into hiking. And over here, I think this is the last day I was in Taipei. I went back to the 10th anniversary pop-up shop, and I just took photos of myself with every cutout. So this is me with Aaron, this is me with Armin, and this is me with Big Mikasa. Honestly, Aaron was really tall. It feels like true to scale, I didn't realize how tall Aaron was. And then over here, you can see this is like the selection of Attack on Titan perfumes they had. These bottles up in front, like you could smell the perfumes, and honestly, they all kind of smelled awful. I think Aaron smelled the worst though. It just smelled like dirt, and it just wasn't good, I don't think. And then here is me taking a picture with a Jujutsu Kaisen vending machine. They love AOT there, yeah. The anime is just so huge here. And then this is when I stumbled into a Hololive cafe. There was a cafe collab with Hololive that we just stumbled into. Like, we didn't know it was there, but we saw a Hololive sign. We're like, what is this? Turns out there's a pop-up collab between Hololive and one of the cafes here. And so we walk in there, and like we're foreigners, right? So like we have no idea what's going on. We can't read anything. And so the guy at front is like, "Oh, do you have a reservation?" And we're like, "No." He's like, "Oh, well, you need a reservation, but we'll just sit you down anyways." So we used our dumb foreigner card to get a seat in this Hololive cafe, which was super nice. It was really nice of him to do so. Yeah, being there, we were able to get some Hololive theme like food and drink, and also when you eat here, you get like a pass. You get like a little like coupon that allows you to shop at the Hololive store here. And so this is where I got those hats that I bought that I was showing off on Monday stream. We ate here, and then I used my little coupon to buy 2 hats for myself. Aaron smelled the worst. Seems fitting. Yeah, it's canon. He smells the worst for sure. So yeah, this is me with Pecora, and I don't know who this is. I don't really know Hololive JP. But yeah, this is like what I got. So this is like the Pecora drink. I don't know who this is, and I don't know who this is, but this is their respective drink or food, and this is that person's drink. Lapis Darkness. Oh, is that the horn one? Yeah, and then I don't know who the leaf person is. That's the smoothest pancake ever. Yeah, they nailed the pancake texture for sure. But yeah, it was pretty tasty. Yeah, it's just like I couldn't get over how often I was stumbling into things like this. Like, I wasn't looking for any of these things. I just ended up walking into cool things like this, and I think that's why I enjoyed Taipei so much. It felt like I was an explorer, constantly discovering cool things to do, even when I didn't have a plan. Like, we missed the bus and we decided to walk somewhere. It ends up we took a crazy hike. Like, yeah, it sucked in the moment, but it's kind of cool that we just accidentally climbed a mountain, right? I think things like that, it turns like, it's so unexpected, and it's like kind of nice. It's like, it almost feels like fate is guiding you in a way. You're not an itinerary planner guy. We plan like the general destination where we want to go to, but we don't plan the specifics. So we say, oh, we want to visit this area, and then we just explore that area. So that's how we kept like running into stuff. Sub-stories? Yeah, they're just sub-story missions. But yeah, so that was my last, this is the last thing I did in Taipei, and then I flew to Korea. And so Korea was really, really hard to navigate. I landed at the airport, and I could not figure out how to leave the airport for like 3 hours. I had to buy this bus ticket for $20 to leave the airport, because like everything was closed when I landed. Like there was no train running. Like I couldn't figure out how to like buy a transit card. So I landed in Korea at like 1 in the morning, and I was stuck wandering the airport for like 3 hours. So I left super late. Yeah, so like this ticket departure time was 2 a.m. But the main thing was like before I left the airport, I wanted to like withdraw cash, right? But none of the ATMs at the airport would take my debit card, and so I thought my debit card was broken. And so I had $20 on me. I had to exchange that for Korean won just to buy the transit card. Luckily, later, like 3 days later, I found an ATM in Seoul that I could like take cash out of. But it was like so unnecessarily difficult. Are you following another couple? Okay, it looks like I'm following another couple. I was just walking down the street. This is I don't know. This is called Myeongdong or something. But this is a Korean night market. And honestly, like, I recorded it, but it's like not anywhere close to as impressive as the Taipei night markets. So this is like one of the street markets. They have like a bunch of food and stuff. I swear I wasn't following that couple. I'm just looking for food. And this was the first meal I ate in Korea. This was $8. It was super cheap. But like I said, going to restaurants in Korea was actually so difficult, because when you order food and they give you the menu, some items have like, or most of the items have a party minimum size, and because I was by myself, like I couldn't order a lot of stuff. What's your opinion on kimchi? I actually really like kimchi. I think the texture is great, and like the sourness from the fermentation is like, it's like a nice like palate cleanser. LB self-reporting himself as I'm not a stalker. And so this was really good. This was the bibimbap. This is the kimchi. This soup ruined my entire meal. I don't know what's wrong or what was in this or who designed this, but I was like, oh, this is soup. This will be tasty. And I take a sip, or like I take a spoonful and I put it in my mouth, and the first thing I notice is it's slush. It's like a gas station slushy in texture. Like it's cold. There's ice in here. It's a slush soup. And then as I'm tasting it, I'm like, this doesn't even taste like soup. It just tastes like vinegar. So I'm pretty sure this is just a vinegar slush that they served to me. And I imagine it's like a food that they have there, but it was just so off-putting. It ruined my entire meal. But because I was there by myself, I just forced myself to eat the entire soup. Probably ice broth. Yeah, I don't know. I hated it. I hated every second of eating this thing. Don't diss vinegar. There's nothing wrong with vinegar, but like I also don't want to drink straight vinegar. This is like if you get a gas station slushy, but instead of like blue raspberry, you just pour vinegar into your slush. Yeah, I didn't know this was a thing. So like as I was eating it, I was Googling it to make sure that this was actually soup and I was supposed to eat it. Apparently it is soup. But you're supposed to eat it with noodles. I didn't really get noodles though. Like this looks like noodles, but this is just bean sprouts. And then over here, this is like what I bought. I think this was the only food item I got at the night market, which is like a brownie s'more. But it's really cool. Like they toast it in front of you with like the torch. And then I went to find anything anime related. So I went to Animate in Korea, and this was an entire wall full of BL. But it was all in Korean, so I couldn't really read it. So, and then they had the Luxium's 2nd anniversary thing here. I thought that was cool. I didn't expect to see any VTubers in Korea, so this was interesting to see. They had the XLA, is that what it is? The other group, like on the other side, but I didn't really know any of them, so I didn't take a picture of it. And this, they had a pop-up cafe for Niji Sanji. I don't know who, like, I know this is Kotaka, but I don't know who any of these other people are. But like, this is like the cafe thing. You should have posed as a new Luxium member. I did take a picture with it. I just didn't include it in here because I didn't want to have to block myself out. And in Korea, they also had another 10-year anniversary Attack on Titan pop-up cafe. So this actually is a cafe for Attack on Titan. And you can see here, this is me posing in front of these 2 cardboard cutouts. They have, the cafe culture in Korea was actually really well developed. It's like, it's very mature. There's so many cafes of so many different themes. It was really cool to see. Like this here, this like display, this is inside of a cafe. It's called like the Salt Pond Cafe or something. But it was super interesting. And I don't know what this is. Oh, this is on this day, I met up with my friend in Korea, so he took me to this cafe, and then he took me to like this this like street market. It's like a thrift flea market, and we walk there, and it's just tons and tons of old people. The old people in Korea are ruthless. Cause like, here's the thing, right? I am physically much larger, and much I don't know, much more nimble, right? I could like run these old elderly people over, right? If I really needed to. But these elderly people, they'll walk at you and they won't move. They'll run head on straight at you. And so I spent my entire time just trying to dodge these elderly people. But yeah, it was super busy. Lots of like super discounted clothes. I didn't buy anything, but it was cool to see. This next slide, I think these people were live streaming, and like they're like trying to be funny or something, right? Which is fine. But I thought the funny thing was like this old guy in the back here. If you look at his face, I zoom in on his face. He's hating every second of it. So can I like unmute, or let me mute the BGM. But yeah, so they're streaming or whatever, and this guy clearly disapproves of what's going on. He's like, what are these kids doing? I don't know. It was so strange. But hey, you do you. And so we go from here to like this train station. And at the train station, apparently we just stumbled into Seoul Fashion Week. So all these people are gathered along the wall, and like these people are just taking pictures of them. So I feel like as long as you're dressed pretty well, like you just lean against a wall and people will just start flocking towards you and taking photos. It was super interesting. Hi, I like food. Welcome. But yeah, so like you do stumble upon stuff in Korea, but I don't think it's like as interesting as the anime stuff. And then this day I came back to the cafes. So this is like peach iced tea. This is called like, they called it the Aaron I'll destroy all the Titans iced tea or something. It was really weird. And then this, I don't know whose iced tea this was, or this is like I think this was like a latte, a strawberry latte or something. It was interesting. I think both of these drinks tasted kind of bad, so I wouldn't recommend it. But I bought it for like the novelty of it. You didn't meet BTS? No, unfortunately, I didn't meet BTS. I'm pretty sure most of BTS is in the military right now, so you wouldn't even run into them on the street if you wanted to. And then I went inside the Attack on Titan exhibit. There was like a pop-up exhibit, and it was kind of cool. This was inside. They had all these Titans falling from the sky, and they had like a display of like the cloak, and they had a bunch of these like early draft sketches that they had on the wall. It was super interesting. And then they had like this little miniature display with like, I don't know, it's like a diorama. Is that what they're called? A diorama? How old is it? How old is what? The exhibit? The exhibit's only here for like a couple months. It's here for the 10-year Attack on Titan anniversary. Yeah, I think at this point, I saw this exhibit 2 months into its runtime. I think the exhibit was here for 3 months. LB, I was thinking if I had the chance to go to Korea, I would want to do the personal color thing. Oh, is that like the color theory stuff? I didn't really know that was a thing. I should have done that. But yeah, I'll definitely plan on coming back to Korea. Not because I liked it a ton, but because my friend was there. So this is me getting Korean fried chicken with my friend. Because it was so hard for me to order food, I was essentially just eating Korean fried chicken every night. Every single night I was eating Korean fried chicken. And here I went to the League of Legends park. So this is the sign in front of the park. This is like a statue of Yumi, which is a champion from League of Legends. Like walking through the League of Legends park, it felt like I was walking through like a Hall of Fame. It was really cool. I eat a lot of fried chicken, but I still probably eat less fried chicken than people in K-dramas. I think Koreans do fried chicken really well. It's like not greasy, and it like the crunch, the crispness is so satisfying. I don't know. I really enjoyed it. Like I don't regret eating fried chicken like every day. Also, I don't know what's up with me, but I gotta blow my nose again. I'll be right back. Yeah, they eat chicken with beer. They usually sell it as a set. Like you get beer and chicken. It's like the quintessential combo for Korean fried chicken. But yeah, this is like a photo of like their display of all of like their jerseys. And then this is a picture of me with like the faker portrait. But yeah, this is me walking through like the exhibit. They had this huge display of like all of the weapons, or not all of them, but like a couple weapons from League of Legends. So this is like Ashe's bow. This is Tryndamere's sword. And then they had Yasuo's sword right here. And then they had a merch store with like all these like figures of, I don't know, I think that was Valorant, some League merch. And then from here I went to the COEX Mall in Gangnam. And this is like a picture of the Starfield library. It's a really pretty library, but also like there are books up on here. Like how are you supposed to reach that? You know, I'm pretty sure like it's impossible to read any of the books on those top shelves. And then this is me going to K-Star Road. So I took a photo with the BTS statue, and this is the EXO statue. And over here, this is the Gangnam Style statue. I didn't know there was a Gangnam Style statue. I thought it was really funny, so I took a picture with that one. But yeah, this was kind of nice. The only issue was that it was really cold. So like when I was in Taipei, the weather was like 80 degrees Fahrenheit. And then when I went to Korea, it was 32 degrees like and lower. So it was like below freezing. So it was like a drastic temperature change. And I think on this day it was snowing. So I wasn't able to be out for very long. So I kind of like speed ran through these photos because I was still sick. And then here I went to see a LCK Challenger match. So it was the SKT-T1 versus Gen. I don't know who these teams are. I know SKT, but I don't know who Gen is. But this is their Challenger League team. But what was really interesting was that the Korean commentators, I didn't know Korean commentators were so enthusiastic about casting. And so like they just had so much energy. It was so much fun. They're like constantly talking. It was so engaging to watch. Even though I couldn't understand a thing they were saying. And then SKT won. It's like a night market. Yeah, it kind of is. And then here, this is when I started going to a lot of cafes. So this right here on the left, this is like a statue of something. I don't know what. Is it the guy that rolls the ball up the hill? Is that Sisyphus? No, it's not. I think this is Atlas, the guy who has to lift up the planet or something. I think this is Atlas. But this is like a huge like statue in a glasses store. So they have a brand of glasses called Gentle Monster, and I really wanted to check them out. And then I saw the prices, and I immediately said no. Yeah, I can't afford that. So I just took a look around. This is one of the cafes I went to. This was like a monochrome black and white cafe. I thought it was really cool. The aesthetic was super nice. Like all the food and drink here is black and white. That's it. I think this was called Kanto. I like this one a lot. This one is outside of a cafe called Rain Report. So inside Rain Report, they like simulate rain. Like I think on the door it's like they were saying that like this cafe is trying to recreate the sensation of like going to a cafe during a storm or something, drinking coffee during a storm. It was interesting, but it was really, really expensive. Like this is the food at Rain Report. The drink was okay. These two pastries were really nice. Whatever this cupcake thing was, I hated it. It was awful. It tasted disgusting. I don't know what it was. I wouldn't eat it again. And I don't know what's going on over here. I think the lady in front of me was like doing an Instagram live because she had her phone set up there and she was just like talking to people constantly. It was interesting. The croissant, yeah, it was really tasty. I'm not gonna lie. I'm usually not into croissants, but this one hit different. And then here, I was walking home, and I ran into a huge cat fight. I don't know how I keep running into cats, but I was running into cats left and right. So you can listen, like they're actually like beefing in this video. There were 3 cats there, and they're just standing off. And then there's a place in Korea where you can do like, where they have all these sets. So I did like a little photo shoot by myself. Dude, these sets were so cool. I can't believe this was free. Like all these sets there were like more sets, but I didn't want to like show you guys pictures of myself constantly. But like, this is me in this like spaceship set. This is me in like the subway train set, and this is me in the laundromat. I don't know. It was just so cool. And like there's a panel where you can like change all the lighting, and you can actually play music. So it seems like a lot of these places, like people will come here and do like K-pop dance covers and record them, which is really cool. But this is like smack dab in the middle of the city. And I think this is nearing the end of the Korea trip. But so I had booked an Airbnb one day too short, and I didn't realize it. So like the day before I had to leave, I was just hanging out in the room on my phone, and the cleaning guy comes in, and so I didn't realize that. So the host calls me and says, hey, I have to leave. I was supposed to check out an hour ago. I didn't realize. So I was scrambling to pack my stuff up, and as I was sitting outside on a bench, like full of shame, right? Because I had to do the walk of shame out, and then I had all my bags weren't even like fully zipped. I had like clothes pouring out of my bags because I was in such a rush. I booked a 5-star hotel, and so I went I went to the 5-star hotel in Gangnam, and they like treated me like royalty when I showed up. They picked up my bags, they gave me tea as I was checking in. I don't know, they were constantly just like asking my permission for stuff, like, hey, do you want this? Do you need this or that? The bench of shame. I did get kicked out because I booked it one day too short. That's my fault. I completely missed that. But this is my hotel room. It was crazy. Like this hotel room was absolutely nuts. And it was like on like the 13th, not the 13th, it was like on the 14th floor or something. It was crazy. Yeah, it was super nice. They had a bunch of like, the fridge was fully stocked full of drinks, and there were a bunch of snacks in this room. And all the drinks that were not alcoholic and all the snacks were complimentary. That blew my mind. And then here, I think this was where I went to Latte Mall. They had not a Spirit Away, but they had a Ghibli store inside. And then I went to meet my friend for dinner this day. I think this was right next to the Ghibli store. They had a Kiki's Delivery Service pop-up store. There's so many pop-up stores. Like I kind of wish we had like a pop-up store culture here in the States, because it makes going back to like the mall and stuff so exciting. Like you don't know what you're gonna see. But yeah, this is more of the Kiki's pop-up store. And then in this mall, there's another cafe called Aqua Garden. And it's a cafe where you just like, you're eating your pastries in front of like an aquarium, like a fish tank. Why do these stores keep popping up? Yeah. We don't have much culture here in the States. Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Yeah, so this is like the outside. I was like, oh, I'm intrigued. So I went in and I bought some pastries, and I ate at the Aqua Garden Cafe, and it's super cool. Like this is all like my cake, and this is like all the aquarium stuff. Can the stores throw it back though? Oh, I don't know about that one. But yeah, I think I tweeted out while I was in Korea that like I had heard that if you take a photo in TikTok, it turns out better, right? And so I tried doing that in here, and this is the photo that I took. It's me with like the Aqua Garden stuff, which is really cool. But I accidentally posted it to my TikTok page. So I like literally full on doxed my face for like a solid minute on my TikTok page. Hi, welcome Niru. It's good to see you. Hopefully you're doing well today. But yeah, the photo turned out great. If you can tell, this is a stellar photo. But also, I didn't realize like you had to save it and like close out of it. Because I hit OK and it immediately posted the photo to my TikTok page. I was like, oh my God, my face is on there. I gotta delete that fast. I was in such a panic. I was like frantically trying to delete the photo. Because I didn't even know you could post photos on TikTok. Glad to be here. Happy Valentine's. Happy Valentine's Day to you too. Hopefully you had a great Valentine's Day. Bro had a heart attack? You have no idea. Because I was supposed to meet up with my friend like in 10 minutes from when I accidentally posted that photo. So I completely ignored all of his texts, and I was like, oh my god, how do I delete this photo? I don't know what's going on. Like, how do I save this photo? Because like I also wanted to save the photo, right? I was just so stressed. My mind was racing. But yeah, this is a bookstore inside Lotte Mall, I think, Lotte Mall. And it's just like super fancy. All these archways. Also, why do my videos make it look like I'm stalking people? Like, I'm not following this lady. She just happens to be there. Like, and then we went to like a fancy donut place. So these are the donuts. Oh, it's called Knotted. These are donuts, and this is just like a lemonade. And then on my way home, going through the airport, they had a Riot Games pop-up shop where you could do like challenges and whatnot, and you can win prizes. She just happened to be their judge. It was really cool. Like, they had all these like statues, all these areas. There's like computers in there where you can do challenges. So there's like a League of Legends challenge and a Valorant challenge. I tried to do them. I couldn't complete them. So they gave me this like water bottle, this Riot water bottle, as a consolation prize. And then in the middle, they had like this cool display where you can like check live stats. So these stats update in real time. And this was like the number of Teemos that had died on the particular day I was at the airport. But yeah, that's my trip, really. So in summary, oh my god, there's so many slides. In summary, the existential crisis vacation, pretty good if you ask me. I had a lot of fun. I think it was a really nice break from things, but like I said, I'm glad to be back. But yeah, if you guys are interested, I would highly, with glowing reviews, recommend going to Taiwan. Super fun, lots of things to do. I would normal recommend going to Korea. Lots of culture, Korean fried chicken slaps, lots of cafes if you're into that. But it was just way tougher to navigate. Like, I think for my first ever solo trip, going to Korea was challenging. If you were gonna travel solo, Taiwan is really easy to navigate. Free bottle, I'm jealous. Yeah, I had to throw away the water bottle though, because when I landed in the US, I had to go through security again, and they wouldn't let me take the water bottle. Unfortunate. But it was just a generic plastic water bottle with a Riot sticker slapped on it. Not really much to write home about. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the recap of my trip. I had a lot of fun. But like I said, when I got back, I had so much jet lag. I'm still recovering. I'm still jet lagged. That's how bad it is. Because yesterday I went to bed at 8 p.m. and I woke up at 4 a.m. today, before work. And like right now, I am so tired. It's only 9:30. It's not even 10 o'clock. And like I'm not usually this tired. Oh, but I don't know. I don't know how to fix this jet lag. If I can't meet Wan Young, I won't go to Korea. That's valid. Not a lot to write home about other than being at that part of the world. Yeah. I think what's next for me is I want to start exploring Europe. I haven't really gone to any European countries. And I really want to see Spain. But I also really want to see like Singapore. So it's going to be a tough call. Whatever goes on sale first, if there's a good deal, I'll probably jump on it. But for this year, I do have a lot of vacations planned. So like, I still have, I'm going to be at Offkai. I bought tickets already. I bought my flight. I just need to book the hotel. And then, I think next month, I'll be going to Vegas. It'll be my first time going to Vegas with vision. Like, I'll be able to see the Vegas. Because I've been to Vegas before, but I didn't have my glasses. But I'm going to Vegas for a bachelor party. And then... Wait, those are the main two things. And then I gotta travel for a wedding. Obviously, because a bachelor party has a wedding, right? So I'll be at that wedding. And then later this year, I'm planning on going to Denver for an anime convention with my internet friends. And I think is that it? I thought I had more vacation planned. I guess not. Yeah, it's just an anime convention, Offkai, and a wedding / bachelor party. but a lot of stuff is coming pretty rapidly, so I might be taking a week off here and there. 100% recommend my home country, Indonesia. Oh, wait. Honestly, I haven't heard much about Indonesia. Is there a lot to do? I feel like Indonesia would be like a really underrated country to visit. Because I feel like Taiwan is also super underrated. Like, when I was talking about like, or when you think about vacation destinations, you don't really think about Taiwan. Like, it's always Japan and Korea. Bali is booming. Oh, I see. Wait, I should definitely go. I'll have to keep an eye on like the flight deals. Because I really only buy international flights if there's a good sale. And so I subscribe to this, it's not a newsletter, but it's a site called going.com. And they'll shoot me like notifications whenever like international flights are like at a significant discount. And that's usually how I decide where I go. That's how I ended up going to Japan. Japan was on a discount right around COVID time. But yeah, let me get off these slides. Let me switch over to just chatting. Look at that. Me, all big in the flesh. Honestly, I didn't expect those slides to take as long to make as it did. But as I was making those slides, it just like, you know, it brought back the experience of the trip. So it was actually kind of like reliving through the trip a second time. So I thought it was a pretty like fun exercise to go through. But yeah, with that, I think we're gonna wrap up stream today. Is anybody streaming? I feel like a lot of people are streaming right now because it's Valentine's Day. Stay dangerous? Yeah, absolutely. Stay dangerous, everybody. We got Cha-Cha streaming. Wait, Mieko's streaming too. Is she doing a Valentine's Day stream? Oh, she is. Okay. So we'll raid Mieko. Hold on, if you guys want to raid into Mieko's stream and hang out for a little bit, I will be there. That is the raid message. Okay, hold on, I forgot how to stream. Cause I usually have like my what's it called? My plugs. Yeah. What is my usual spiel? It's like, if you're interested, you can check me out on other platforms. Here are my socials. You can find me on Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, and YouTube. I also have a Discord. If you guys are interested in hanging out offline or have any suggestions for the stream, you can always send those there. There you go. I remembered. It took me a second. but with that, hopefully I'll see you guys on Mieko's channel. And otherwise, if not, have a good rest of your night. And I'll see you guys next time. I'm streaming Friday. I'm doing Resident Evil. I'm playing games again on Friday. So hopefully you'll be there. Okay. Bye. Make sure to look up how to care for carbon steel knives for your Damascus knife before it rusts. Okay, I will definitely make sure I'm taking good care of it. I haven't used it very much because I'm worried about not taking care of it right. So I'll look into that. Thank you. Bye.